Really? You just gonna sit right there? What's up, squad? I know I'm late. I'm always late. Hold on. Trying to close my early bedtime. Um where's my YouTube? Hi, squad. I'm trying to get the chat. I can't see. I can't see. Oh, there I am. Hold on. Okay, Southern Cancerin, Rena, Melanie B, Miss Diva. Okay, I see y'all. I see y'all. Yes. Yes, I'm live. I'm so far away from the camera though. How am I do this? How am I do this? Okay, first of all, let me do this. Let me bring y'all over here. Now be too close to the light. Be like, get out the light, Carolyn. Get out the light. What is up, K Smith squad in the house? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? I didn't put the number in there and everything. You know, I was getting ready, honey. I was like, I'm gonna be ready for this chat. First of all, I don't know if y'all been on the Instagrams today. I know y'all saw T.I. and Tiny. They're like lovebirds. T.I. gave her, I guess it was either, I don't know, you know, I'm not a car whore. But he gave her a luxury convertible with red leather seats today for her birthday. And you know, everybody's like, it's all forgiven because you know he's you know giving her this luxury vehicle with Louboutins in the back seat, like a slew of gifts and everything in the back seat. Like, are we like forgiven tip? Damn, I'm still not in the center. Hold on, now I want to be in the center. Are we forgiving Tip now that he done given Tiny her a new car? And you know, he seems to be a little bit more attentive. You know, he's trying to satisfy her needs, giving her, you know, a slew of red bottoms. So basically, I want to come in with the girls' chat tonight to be like, you know, is it okay to forgive? Like at the end of the day, everybody's mad at Tip but Tiny. So at what point do we go, okay, you know, let's let it go. Like Tiny happy, why can't we be happy too? Why can't we be happy for her? If she's happy in that relationship, why can't we be happy for them? Can y'all explain that to me? Sean said her ex-husband gave her gifts when he fucked up too. Well, sure, you know, that's what they do. I mean, but when you're in a marriage is different than just boyfriend and girlfriend. Y'all have built a life together. Y'all have built bank accounts. Y'all have built houses, finances, children. Y'all have all of these things together. We haven't seen Tip buying nobody else no Bentley convertibles. We haven't seen him buying nobody else no Louboutins and taking them shopping. We haven't seen it. So is that to say that, you know, their relationship is you know, somebody's calling it dysfunctional. Brown Diamond, salute to you. Y'all are calling that relationship dysfunctional, but isn't it functioning for them? So how is it dysfunctional? If they have whatever agreement they have, whatever that may be, you know, he can see who he want to see as long as he don't get caught, or he can see who he want to see, period. You know, who knows what their agreement is. My point is, if she's happy in her marriage, she's happy because she's still there. Why are we all up in arms and everybody up under the shade room post cursing him out and calling him a low down dirty dog? Am I back? I'm trying to go live from my damn iPad so that I can see. Man, I can never see on my computer. Can't see on the phone. Can't see on the this. Can't see on the that. Am I back? You a girl tonight, Jerome? You a girl tonight? Okay, let's hold on, let me do this. your ex cheated and didn't buy you shit. But if he had bought you something, would that have made it better? Would you be okay with the cheating if he was, buying you diamonds, buying you roses, lavishing you with these gifts? Because my thing is, unless you are
The new Demi Lovato collection is here, and that means your first outfit is
unless you are in a relationship where it's cut and dry, y'all have said, look, you don't cheat, I don't cheat, we in this for the long haul, which is the type of relationship I'm looking for personally. But if you're in a relationship where y'all have discussed it and y'all are both open, like why should you care what other people think of what's going on in it? Jerome, the question, the topic is, should you forgive a cheater? I mean, and what is cheating? Like, I'm just discussing the whole T.I. and Tiny situation and, how everybody is accusing him of being such a bad guy. Everybody's saying he cheats so much, she should leave him. She has low self-esteem because she with him and all of this. But if she's happy and he's happy and they have whatever agreement that they have is working, who are we to judge? Who are we to judge? So Steph says she has low self-esteem, not bothered. What's up, squad, Jazabelle? Women should forgive. If I cheat, but I won't ever forgive a woman for cheating, that's a typical male response. That is a typical male response. Y'all don't want to forgive us, but y'all want us to forgive y'all. What kind of crap is that? Hold on, let me call into this conference call. Jerome, Zills. Oh.
Thank you. Joining the conference now.
Yeah.
Oh, you already on the line? Hold on. Don't start talking yet. Wait, I gotta hook up the speaker. Wait, don't say nothing. Y'all on conference, y'all that started without me. Damn, hold on. Wait a minute. I'm hooking up the speaker. Wait a minute. Y'all sound like y'all was having a good old conversation too. Oh shit. You want me to leave y'all both on at the same time?
We can go one at a time. That's fine.
Hold on.
Yeah, we good.
Okay, hold on. So
Yeah.
90
Called in.
9322. You were first, so I'll take you first.
Okay. Hey, Michelle, it's Sharisha from Illinois.
What's up, Sharisa? I'm good. How you doing?
Good. Girl.
I saw that Bentley.
Now, look, now my boo, he want to be asking, oh, she's from Atlanta. All right, now you want to be interested in the conversation.
But I saw that Bentley.
He's an A-town up. Oh, Lord. I'm walking away from him.
He know what the deal is. Peace up, A-town down.
On there, we're talking about what's on, what she's talking about.
Let him join in.
Huh?
Let him join in. I want to hear the male's perspective too. So,
Oh, you want him to join?
I mean, what type? First of all, we gotta establish what type of relationship y'all have. Y'all have a traditional monogamous relationship, or are you in like a polyamory kind of polygamous? I don't know what.
No, we having fun right now.
Ooh.
I got out of a serious relationship, and he was in a relationship. So we're just having fun right now. We get to know each other, and we enjoy spending time with each other.
Okay.
So that's how. Really, now that's too much now. Okay. Talk to him.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, she want to talk to you.
I want to know if he feels like Tip is wrong for tipping out. If Tiny is okay, we don't know if Tiny is okay with it or not. We talk about T.I. and Tiny, and he bought her Bentley today, and everybody mad at T.I. but Tiny. And I'm like, how we mad at him? If they got whatever agreement, they married, we know they married, but whatever agreement they got, why we mad at him?
I'm not mad at all. That's what I commented on your page too, and I was like, I think it's like good or whatever. Every marriage, they have their own issues or whatever. The only thing that's kind of bad is that they be on social media, so everybody's seeing everything and trying to dissect everything. But everybody, we still human at the end of the day.
You just got real low.
I'm happy for you. Spoil your wife. If y'all separated, I don't care. Still spoil her. Because she doesn't carry your children. Come on now.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was a Benz. I didn't know if it was a Benz or a Bentley. You know, I don't know cars. But first of all, who am I speaking to? I didn't get your name since you was already on the conference call.
It's Sharisha and it's Tim.
Sharisha and Tim. Okay. So you're saying what? That everything's all good, their marriage is all good, we shouldn't even be judging them, or we should judge them because they're on social media?
I can't judge nobody when it comes down to marriage. I can't judge nobody because everybody's journey is different, and so I'm like, well, and he's a good person, she's a good person. Everybody live their life a certain kind of way. You can't keep judging people on how they live their life. It is what it is.
That's true.
I think people mad because he didn't buy him a car.
He didn't buy the girlfriend a car, did he? I mean, that's my point. We don't see him buying the girlfriends no lavish gifts. We don't see it. So why we mad? Not that we know of. I mean, I don't know.
Well, okay, well, I guess she ain't.
That way, you know some females. You know a lot of people there.
College Park. It is what it is.
Okay, Southwest, Southside. I got you, College Park. I know about College Park.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Down road.
Where y'all at now? What city are y'all in now?
In Illinois, it's cold. Don't get the fuck out. It's a black hole. Run. Get out.
But y'all having fun and y'all have each other. That's all that matters.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Y'all sitting on YouTube together.
Yeah,
How sweet is that?
Huh?
I said, y'all sitting on YouTube together, chilling. How sweet is that?
I know. Isn't it awesome?
It is. I love it. I love it. So if your man who's sitting right next to you, who you having fun with right now, was like your girlfriend that came to you and told you that your man, who you having fun with right now, was spotted with somebody else, like y'all boot up today, but tomorrow he's with somebody, how would you feel?
My thing is, I'm gonna answer that one. My thing is, ain't nobody gonna come tell me nothing. I gotta see it with my own eyes. So, you know, somebody can come tell you anything just to get something started.
What they put it on social media?
Okay.
Me and him don't get down like that.
Yeah, I gotta see it with my own eyes.
Okay, that's a no. I get it.
Way. You know, we're in the Midwest, so we always believe in looking at people for what they are and who they are.
Right. I get it.
If I can't see it, don't bring it to me.
I get it. So we need to give T.I. a pass. We need to give T.I. a perpetual pass, because as long as T.I. and Tiny is happy, they should just be good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Okay.
T.I. is good people. You know what I'm saying? I never felt bad about anything that he's done. Like, I mean, everybody makes bad decisions.
Mm-hmm.
And he has, like, stepped up and showed out.
See, I knew her before T.I. got with her.
Uh-huh. You do Tiny?
I used to
Now you get messy, babe.
I ain't getting messy. I used to work at not work, I used to have the detail shop up there. So I met a lot of them people. And when I met them, they all was always cool anyway. But I ain't never seen her do nothing that made me not like her. I ain't never seen, you know, I mean, they're people. Yeah. I mean, they always been cool. Like, I used to see Shelly up there all the time. I used to do her car. She was always laid back. Too Short. Kurt from Atlanta Housewives. I mean, they always been
Love and hip hop.
Yeah, love and hip hop. I mean, so I always been cool with them guys. So they ain't never done nothing where, you know, I'd be like, nah, I don't like the way they mingle.
Uh-huh.
They kind of sloppy. I ain't never seen none of that.
Okay.
But TV makes it messy.
Yeah, TV makes it nasty, but from what I've seen and seen them in real life, they're not like that. I ain't never seen that.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you guys for your...
oh, I just said man. I didn't mean to say that. My friend's number, because he could probably tell you about a whole lot of people, because he used to work for a lot of people.
Well, tell him to DM me.
I might need to collab on something. You can get all the tea you want.
Well, tell him to DM me. But you know, I got a lot of connects, but I can always use another one.
Okay, I will have him DM you.
All right.
But it was nice talking to you, Michelle. Girl, keep it going. You look good, girl.
Oh, thank you. And y'all have fun tonight.
Oh,
While I'm sitting here on YouTube chilling with my dog.
And I'm watching TV.
Well, I mean, that's all that matters. Y'all are together.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah.
All right. Enjoy.
All right, how big you doing?
All right.
I say, how big you doing?
Oh, Big is fine. He right over there. You can see him.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I'm about to watch. Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye. Caller 4802. Thank you, Lynette.
Hello.
Hello. What y'all was
Hey,
talking about on the conference call before?
Oh, we were talking about so much. It's not even crazy. It was crazy. We were just, talking about a lot. But this is Brown Diamond from St. Louis, Missouri, the Midwest.
Okay, cool.
Is in the building. Okay. What I'm going to say is, like when you're talking about what he's publicizing and what he's doing behind the walls or whatever, it's two totally different things. Tiny no longer lives with him. That speaks volumes. Okay?
That does.
That speaks volumes.
That does.
Yeah. So what in the world? Really? Okay, yeah. My ex does stuff for me or whatever, but it doesn't, and he can be the best friend to everybody. But what did he do to me? And it's a personal thing. And I just think that, and it's not like I'm downing him. She is accepting this, and she's actually playing she's playing in this movie. She's playing in it. She's playing it, and she's doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm gonna, crucify him. However, this is all being played out. They're showing all of this. They're tweeting, they're texting.
The side chick getting in it and liking stuff and making her little slick comments, and this person doing this, and the kids getting mad, and this, that. Yes.
Right.
It's messy.
And and Michelle, like with your life, you don't display every freaking thing on social media, do you?
I try not to. I don't on purpose. Yeah, but it's but at some point you don't have control though. So if he's dating or seeing somebody else, he doesn't have any control over what she does. You know what I'm saying? So that's when it.
Control over what he does, but he has control over him and Tiny versus whoever the side chick is or whatever. And if she wants to put something out there, that's on her. But what they do, that we're seeing that and we're commenting on that, and we're not in their relationship, but this clearly says something when you no longer live with your husband who if everything is hunky-dory. I don't care. If you're my ex, and you buy me a new car,
You're gonna take it.
You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna drive off and be like, all right, I appreciate you.
But it doesn't mean that you're the greatest to me. And I'm just being honest. There are men who we have been with who to everyone else they're great, but not to be in a relationship with.
That's true. I guess, my thing too with this whole situation is the way, it was a grand gesture. He had his phone out, so how else could she have responded? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's I don't know if you lied. I don't know if you recording this. I'm going to smile. I'm going to cheese. I'm going to take it. And I might curse you out later, but I don't know. It's just something with Tip and Tiny. Because I know and I've heard through the grapevine their situation for so long, I just know they're never gonna part. And it's just it doesn't matter what he does or how he does it, they're always gonna be together. And just from what I know from the other stuff that he's done in the past. So it's if we know that, through history has shown that they're always gonna be together. Divorce. She's filed for divorce, snatched it back. She bought a new house, don't live there no more. You know what I'm saying? All kind of stuff going on. how can we like crucify Tip and be like, he's such a bad dude, he's not a good father, he's not a good husband? How can we crucify him when it seems like she's okay with it? That's all I'm saying.
And that's the thing. I'm not crucifying him.
Yeah.
When you you can have a family member and something they do, you can definitely see that they're doing something that you don't think is right or whatever. I'm not crucifying him, but right is right and wrong is wrong. Now, she is a willing participant in this. And so therefore, I can still say, like, no, that's not cool. But then again, I can still say, there are brothers who have sisters who are in bad relationships.
Right.
And does the brother go and beat the guy up every time something? No, he gets to a point where he's like, you know what, this is what you're deciding.
Right.
And that's what we have to say. This is what she's deciding to do. Okay, but is it right or is it wrong, right, whatever on any? No, it's not. It's not something that is consensual. Because if it was consensual, she'd be in her house with her husband.
True.
It's not consensual.
True.
It's not. There are truly things that have been done wrong that she's not coinciding with. But that's her. That's okay. She's an adult. So it's okay. I mean, it's okay. It's not okay, but it's okay. You get what I'm saying?
I get it. I just don't like, like she catches so much flack. Tiny is such a sweet girl, sweet lady. She just catches so much flack. And then he catches flack because she's so sweet. But then, that's why I keep saying at the end of the day, if she's okay, why are we just, on one side or the next?
Yeah, see, I'm not on one side or the next. They're both sweet people. I've met both of them many times. I used to live for 15 years. So I met both of them. They're both very, but like I said, you can meet my ex and he's a great person. I didn't,
all of my exes are assholes.
I can definitely say something different or whatever, but if I was just friends with him, yeah, he's the greatest person on earth.
Yeah.
But I don't think that we should crucify Tip. Okay, because Tiny is an adult.
Yeah, I was just looking at some of the comments.
Yes.
Like,
she's still in this. I don't care how many children she has. She still has not said, you know what? She has left the home, but she's not left the life.
Right. And I don't see that happening.
We gotta give her. Yeah, we gotta give her that. Like she's an adult, and we can't crucify Tip for her being there. Willingly.
Right.
Now she's out of the house. Now, come on now. When you divorced your husband, did you stay in the house with him? Or maybe did you stay in the lifestyle with him? That's on her, So, I don't look at either one of them as being like bad, but I do look at things that have happened, that have transpired, and I'm just like, that's not right. And that's all I'm saying. It's not that the person is like evil or what, but that's not right. You know what I'm saying? And and then I think if you're in a situation where things are going to where that's a stigma in people's minds, maybe you need to get out of it. Maybe say, cut.
But that's the point. Like,
you're not looking good with making those decisions that you're making.
But that's the point. Like, at what point do you just like not care what social media says or what other people say or whatever? If you gonna go back anyway, why do you even get mad when you see him with another girl? You see what I mean? Like,
exactly. Yeah.
Anyway, I
totally agree. I totally agree. Just leave it alone. Just keep it off of social media. To me, it's like okay, but okay. And I'm just gonna say this from like mental standpoint or of how people split things. Maybe she's putting it on the social media so we can defend her. She's not defending herself. Maybe that's what she's doing. Maybe it's like a reversal. Because you can defend yourself and just leave and walk away, but you're choosing to stay, put this on social media, and now everybody's clowning Tip.
I mean, you have a
point.
You have a point.
Yeah. So I just think that we don't need to judge either one. In a sense, not generalizations of judging someone or whatever, generalize of judging someone. But I just think that wrong is wrong and right is right. But we got to clearly see she's an adult, and she. even though she moved out, and that was a big deal. That was a big deal for her to move out.
Yeah, it was.
Right?
I think I froze.
And of course, all of us knew it. All of us knew about her tweets and all this. Okay, so if you want to keep it private, keep it private.
Right.
As much as you can. Let the third party, which is the females on the outside, and even when they do stuff, if you want to keep it private, you don't even have to respond, do you? That's true. Clearly, there's a reason why this is going. It's a game. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's like they'll be fine. They'll be fine.
Well, I appreciate your input. Your sound.
Thank you so much. I love you, Michelle.
Thank you.
Keep glowing. Keep growing. And God is going to bless you. He's going to continue to bless you, okay?
Thank you. Same to you. Thank you. I appreciate you.
All right.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Caller 0387. Thank y'all for telling me if I'm frozen or not. I don't know this is my fault. I keep trying to go live from all these different devices. So now I'm going live from my iPad because I want to be on my computer. I'm doing too much. Caller 0387. How you doing? Hello.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey,
can you hear me?
This is Cherie Reed from California. I'm just calling to say, ever since I found out about them having threesomes and what that dumbass woman said today, what's that KTSE or CD Kanye produced, and she went on 3 radio shows saying her and her basketball husband, Cleveland Cavalier, Amar, how they have threesomes, how they pick women. Same thing like Nas and Khalid. They had threesomes. When you start a marriage with threesomes, naked, having a third person in the bedroom, that's not going to work. Second, she's a cancer. I know the cancer. She had breast cancer. She didn't cry hard when she found out she had breast cancer. But when that boyfriend left her, she cried as if she was dying and didn't cry hard for breast cancer. I'm not putting this on horoscope. But cancers are emotional, sensitive. Yes, she moved out. But they live right around the corner from each other. And then last night he was in Vegas, and when they did the Instagram, and he got her on his line, she was looking bored, and she said, I wish I was in Vegas with you, and I miss you, and hurry up and get home. She likes it. I love it. They got a crazy relationship. They both know what they're doing. They plan it till the end. She got all them children. She's going to stay until one of them dies to get the money. T.I. So 2 short people stand together for benefit purpose only.
Well, there you have it. I mean,
if anybody I feel sorry for is her daughter.
But
she's showing her daughter to put up with BS from men.
I have a question.
I'm trying to Google to see how much she worked or how much he worked.
I have a question.
Whoever worked for her, I feel like she should divorce him.
I have a question.
But I don't know what her paper is. But remember when her and that Toya Wright girl had their show and he was in jail?
I have a question.
He told her to stop the reality show doing this. So she been had that brain. That brain is fried like crack, and she's gone.
Can you hear me?
She's gone. A lot of women.
Hello.
When you allow threesome.
Hello.
And do all this, take charges for your men, thank you, all that. She's an emotional cancer, so she's gonna ride that till the wheel fall off.
Hello.
So it's entertainment for me.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, where are you calling from, first of all?
California.
I have a question. Are you married, divorced, single? I mean, this is a personal question. I haven't even asked your name, so you can say it, non-disclosure. I just want
Cherie. Well, in and out of a marriage. I'm not happy, so I'm filing divorce.
Okay,
but one thing, I'm not like that. So.
As someone who has been in a marriage, and there's a reason why I asked you that. As someone who's been in a marriage, how quick are you to forgive your spouse for doing something wrong? Whether that be cheating, whether that be spending money without permission?
It's about forgiving. I believe what the other couple said. I got to see it first. And then if somebody tell me what they saw and it's a relative, I'm going to believe them. But if I see it with my eyes, I ain't going to kill because it's illegal. But you going to feel my pain. You going to feel my pain at the pump.
So what? I mean, so what? Oh,
But
say.
one good thing, I don't have no kids.
Okay. Okay.
And
Okay.
you can walk away when you have kids. So I have no one to set an example for but myself. But
I'm with you.
cancer, and I'm a cancer like tiny little ass. Cancer, weak, sensitive, believe, hope, and you know, you just believe and believe and believe, and that water sign say a lot and stuff. Look at Beyonce, she a Virgo. She ain't going nowhere. She's from Houston, Texas country. She ain't gonna leave Jay-Z for nothing on this earth. Did that whole lemonade, he did 444, now that everything is love.
How we
Water people ain't going no goddamn where.
But I honestly believe that even in a marriage, cheating isn't a deal breaker sometimes.
But I'm saying it's cancer. 2 to a sign, 2 to a Virgo, it's 2 to every sign. But water sign people are sensitive, emotional. Look at Drake ass, Scorpio. He's so sensitive as hell. Kiki is Rihanna. He mad because ever since Rihanna found out about him having that baby with that porn star, he want her back. Kiki, do you love me? He can't say her name, but Kiki is Rihanna. Ain't no
Kiki,
damn boss.
they found a girl named Kiki. It's some little girl, light-skinned chick named Kiana somebody. They found her. Because when he say KB, her name is like Kiana Baxter or something like that. They found her.
No, but I believe Kiki is Rihanna because remember Rihanna found out Jay-Z told her he pregnant with that porn star. She dumped him. She said, "We not enemies, we not friends, we not nothing." At that award show, he wore that suit. What nigga, excuse my language, put billboards in New York for Rihanna for her getting that Lifetime Achievement Award? Wore that cuss. I've been in love with you since he said he was 21 years of age, and he looked like that night he wanted to get down on a bended knee. Now, all the months later, she was right with it. But the moment she found out all this stuff came out, I never liked it. We're not friends. We're not nothing.
All right. All right.
Think about it.
I'm thinking about it. You got all the horoscopes down. Are you an astrologist? Are you
Drake needs a Beyonce, a Cardi B. Rappers need a main thing. Like Kanye, that man, he got.
Are you an astrologist?
Huh?
Are you an astrologist? Are you?
No. I don't believe in it, but I believe in it like 20%. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Just check it out. Just what's your horoscope?
Leo. Leo, 8/21.
Yeah,
Leo.
You love money. You love nice things, and you're a boss.
How you know? How you know all this stuff and you're not into astrology?
You're a lion.
I do love all those things.
And friends come and friends go. And I agree with you said, homegirl, the other day. People's in your life for a reason, a season, and a minute. The book Ecclesiastes say that shit.
You're right. Reason, season, lifetime.
Cut the cord. Cut the cord.
The door is
You don't roll with
closed.
nobody forever. A reason, a season, and a minute. And kick the curve.
Exactly. Keep it moving. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Have a good evening. But that's how that is. T.I. and Chinese, both T short ass people made for each other. Good night.
There you go. Good night. She was funny. I like her. California always be crunk because you know they got that weed. They got that weed down there that them people be smoking. Call it 7258. You on the line? Hello.
Hey, this is Jerome.
Hey Jerome, how are you?
I'm okay after that last call. Trying to get my stuff together.
You gonna join in on that girl's chat. That's all good, honey. Tell me how you feel.
So,
You saw T.I. got Tiny a car. He bought her a car and he bought her a whole bunch of gifts. Now, you know, everybody like going in on tips saying.
I thought about the cheating first and I get to see T.I. and Tiny.
Okay, go ahead.
But I just want to talk about the cheating in general. Like, I just believe that boundaries should be established up front. And if those boundaries are broken, then action needs to occur, whether that's you leaving or that's you staying. I do believe that like if you're cheated on, like you should feel obligated to forgive that person. But forgiving that person doesn't mean that you're taking that person back. Forgiving that person means it's like
you're not holding a grudge. You're moving on. Hello, Jerome. 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 Jerome hung up. Call back, Jerome. That's what it sounded like. His phone died, C. Patterson. I don't know what happened. I'll take the next call while he calls back. Caller 0845.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi. Who am I speaking with?
My name is Kat, and I'm from Maryland.
Hey, Marilyn. Hold on just a second. Let me get Jerome real quick because that looks like he called right back because his phone died. I'm going to get right back to you, okay?
Sure.
Hold on a second. Did he hang up again? Hello?
Hello?
That's okay. I'll take you because he hung up again.
Okay, that's fine. Michelle, I love you, and I just want to say I'm going to play devil's advocate.
Okay.
And I want to say that maybe Tiny is okay with the situation that's going on because he wants to be a blocker. He knows what's going on, and she just wants to block some other female from being T.I.'s number one. And I say that because when you look at that Floyd Mayweather tape when they were dancing, and she was rubbing up all on him, who's to say she don't have a side piece?
Oh, yeah. I mean
women are very, very, very classy when they cheat, and they know how to hold it back.
Why you think T.I. was trying to box a boxer in the middle of Las Vegas? He knew the deal
because men are selfish. Mm-hmm. They play a double standard. Mm-hmm. It's okay for him to do it, but it's not okay for her to
right,
do it.
And Tiny has a history with Floyd. So it wasn't a secret that she's been with Floyd before. So it wasn't too far-fetched that she would have been with Floyd again. So that's why T.I. was pissed off, because I'm sure, and that's why he was mad at Shekinah, because Shekinah was egging it on, like, Floyd my best friend, and, trying to get Tiny to, like, ooh, the dog hair, trying to get Tiny to, like, go in on, go with Floyd, because she knew, how Tip was allegedly treating her. So, yeah, you're right. Men are selfish. So, but if she's okay with him blocking her, because it seems like when he did that, that showed her, or some women feel like that's showing jealousy means he loves her. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if that's the case. Showing jealousy, to me, it's just, he's just being controlling, and he just wants to stop her from being happy while he's out being happy. So.
But also, she's blocking him because she's stopping the next female from coming in and saying, hey, now I'm his main piece. So now, they have to play second fiddle to her.
I disagree.
I don't know if that's the case, but I'm just putting it out there.
Well, I don't feel like she's blocking anything, because I feel like if T.I. wanted to make somebody else his main chick, he would do it. You know what I'm saying? He has no problem doing whatever he wants to do, clearly. So, I mean, clearly he cares about her. Clearly she cares about him. But I don't feel like she's necessarily blocking in any way, because she's left. He begs her back. She comes back, whatever. I just feel like at the end of the day, she keeps hoping that he does right, whatever that is. You can't change the rules in the middle of the game. I'm sorry?
Excuse me. No, she's his mother. That's loyalty, that's respect.
Right.
Two, it's like he can have somebody, but why have one woman when you can have your selection, because they'll always know that Tiny's there? She's blocking. So if he was single, then another woman would be like, oh no, I'm not playing those games. But as long as he's there, she makes it safe for him to do what he wants to do. I'm not saying that's what's going on, but
But my thing is, even if they got divorced technically on paper, at the end of the day, they got all those kids. They got a young kid that's going, barely 2-3 years old. So at the end of the day, like, I don't see there being a separation, period. Tiny always gonna be in his life in some form or fashion. So I mean, it doesn't matter if she was to physically say, you know, I'm divorced or not, she's still gonna be there. So I don't see it as blocking. I just see it as life. It is what it is. She's his children's mother. She's his first and only wife. What else is there?
Well, because I know women that feel like I know my man cheats, but at the same time, I'm the main chick. He's gonna pay my bills. He's gonna do this for me. And even though he has those extra situations, he still comes home to me. So they have no control here.
But I don't know about coming home to, because they do live in separate residences, and they have for quite some time now. So I mean, there's that. If you recall, when T.I. got arrested for getting into it with the security guard, that was the security guard at Tiny's house, which she has allegedly now moved out of, but that's a whole nother story for a different day. But yeah, their houses are just a few miles apart from each other. They do live in separate, or was living in separate residences. So I mean, it's just it's their relationship though. Well, that's my point. Like at the end of the day,
I feel like he has carte blanche, and I feel like he has carte blanche, and no matter what's going on, they come and go as they please.
Yeah, but as long as they're good with it, that's my point. But as long as they're good with it, why, and I guess I keep asking the question because I just see so many people sending me stuff, tagging me and stuff, talking about, and you see what Tip did, he ain't shit, and he did this to shut her up, and he ain't, and my point is, what difference does it make? If she happy and he happy, why are we sitting there looking at them like he ain't shit? You know what I'm saying?
But that's my point. It's like I don't feel like either one of them is bad. I just think that that's their situation. If they like it, I love it.
Right.
Period, point blank. I mean, I don't feel no way about it. I mean, she's cool, I'm cool. He ain't hurting no kids. He ain't hurting nobody. She's a grown woman. She has the opportunity to walk away if she chooses to stay. It's her life. If she likes it, I love it. Ain't nobody gonna pick no man for me. I don't expect to pick one for her. If she likes what she gets from him, if that's fulfilling, self-sustaining, then that's good enough for me.
So do you feel like cheating is a deal breaker in a marriage?
For me? Because I don't play second fiddle to nothing or no one. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's an option.
But what if it happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, some things happen. Communication breaks down at times. I mean, think about it. If you've been married to this dude for 10 years, 15 years, whatever the case may be, shit happens. What if he made a mistake? Like Jay-Z say he did. It was a mistake. I love my wife. These other bitches mean nothing. I'm going to do right now because I see now she's serious. She going to leave me if I don't stop fucking around. And he decides he has to win her back or whatever. Would you forgive him? Is it okay to forgive somebody who has technically cheated on you in the past?
Well, then that's up to the individual because you have to figure out how it works to your advantage. I mean, if he's working, if he's really a good person, and you can see that he's genuinely a good person who made a mistake, we all screw up in life. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to say just, walk away because sometimes it's not that easy to get over people. So I'm not going to tell people how to live their life. All I'm saying is that if he's okay with it, then I'm okay with it. And if she has a problem with it, then she has to make a decision whether she can incorporate this in her life or if she needs to move on. And we all have to make that decision as women.
We do. Well, I appreciate your input.
Thank you, Michelle. Have a good night. I'm getting off the phone.
You have another question? I mean, you got the floor. I'll never cut nobody off, child.
No, you didn't cut me off. I just wanted to put that out there because I wanted to play devil's advocate. Everybody's beating up on T.I. like Tiny Dennis. Who's to say that she's not doing her own thing? She could be creeping,
That's true.
That's all I'm saying.
I do believe, she's doing what she wants to do and he's doing what he wants to do. And I do believe that he's a little bit more controlling about the situation than she is. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like as long as neither one of them get caught, they good. But as soon as somebody say, look, I saw Tiny with Floyd Mayweather and Tip want to go fight. You see what I'm saying? As soon as it gets in the public, I feel like that's when it's an issue for both of them.
And that's cool. But one day he's going to roll up on somebody that might be willing to kick his behind, and then he's going to have to live with that. So if he want to fight, he's taking a chance.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
So I don't know. I don't know what to say. I wouldn't fight over nobody. It's up to me to decide, hey, either I want to be with this person and I'm going to try to make it work, or it's not worth it, I'm walking away. Yeah. And I just have to cry and get over it.
Yeah, it's hard, but it's a marriage with kids and stuff. But okay, well, I appreciate your call.
Thank you, Michelle. Good night.
Thank you. Good night. 7258.
Hey, this is Sharon again. I called and failed.
I figured something happened, honey. Do you remember?
Okay.
Do you remember your point?
What was that? Oh, I was saying that if someone cheats on you, I was saying that you should feel one should feel obligated to forgive them, but not forgiving them because of them, but forgiving them because of you need that peace and you'll need to hold on to that, that toxic stuff or whatever. But even in forgiving, it doesn't mean that you're going to take that person back. And then I keep hearing that people saying maybe you made a mistake or cheating is a mistake. I don't feel like cheating is a mistake at all. I feel like if you're cheating, you did it because you wanted to do it. There is no easy way to cheat. There's several steps that lead up to cheating. And then I also feel like if you're cheated on, 9 times out of 10, the person is also lying to you. So I couldn't be with a person who has cheated on me. I would feel like you didn't think enough of me to stop in one of the steps leading up to cheating, so I'm not going to think enough of you to continue on being with you. And I also feel like
so you feel like cheating is a deal breaker in a marriage.
Yeah, I do feel like cheating is a deal breaker. It will be a deal breaker for me because I just feel like that person didn't think enough of you, their wife, their fiance, your girlfriend, whatever it is, to stop before they cheated. Cheating is not just it just happened. It's we met up, we flirted, and you went to my house, I went to your house.
I get that. I get that. But as a woman who has been married for a long time and who forgave a cheater the first time, I gave him one time, I wasn't gonna give him two. But at some point when you marry somebody, when you take those vows for forever, it can consist of cheating. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if somebody cheats on you and you realize, or they realize that, or they get caught or whatever the case may be, and they decide they either want to work it out or not. Sometimes, people are I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Sometimes it's easy to overlook the fact that they cheated and look deeper into what caused the cheating in order to fix the relationship. And that's what, sometimes people who have been married 60, 70 years, you don't think something happened. The woman may have cheated, the man may have cheated, something may have happened within the marriage. But what happens is it's those communication lines that get broken and repaired that make a relationship stronger sometimes. Not to say that every time is the case, but some things happen, and some people cheat for other reasons besides just hurting their spouse. They may cheat because they're unfulfilled in themselves and they need therapy and da 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 da. And that's just a grown-up way of thinking of things. So a lot of times cheating isn't a deal breaker when it comes to marriages. Period.
Yeah, and I totally agree. I totally agree with everything you said. I just said for me,
yeah.
Deal breaker. It's just going to be a deal breaker for me because I just feel like if we're married, you should uphold it, your vows and stuff like that. If I'm upholding mine, I just can't do it. And then I'll be worried about if they cheat me. Even if I forgive them, I'm gonna be worried about if they cheat me again, if they lie to me again. I'm gonna be worried about those kind of things.
I could give you a moment of transparency. When my husband first cheated on me, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm saying if the person cheated on me, for me it's you cheated, those steps leading up to that, and then you also lied to me. I feel like you broke that trust in me, and so even if we come back from that, and I take you back, and I try to be with you and try to find solutions to deal with it, I feel like I'm still going to have that in the back of my mind, even if I forgive you, because it will never be the same again.
Never.
And I think people who take people back, even if they taking people back and they have a successful marriage. Like,
you have to
forever
build
on.
the
It's
trust
something
has
that
to
you
be
really
built
don't feel from.
again. It's like starting at ground zero. And even Beyonce and Jay-Z talk about that. And he talked about that on the Carter's album where he was like he had to win her back. Thank you, JB. But I mean, a lot of times, you think about it and you take it personally as far as the cheating is concerned, when really a lot of times the cheating ain't got shit to do with you. When you're in a committed relationship, sometimes the cheating ain't got shit to do with you. And so when you either they get caught or they confess or whatever the situation is, and y'all decided y'all gonna move forward and work on it and rebuild, a moment of transparency, what I was about to talk about in my marriage, the first time he cheated, the second time I was out, but the first time I decided to go through counseling, and we did that. And I remember the counselor, the therapist saying, telling him, you don't think that, just like a flat tire, once the tire is flat, you don't think, after you get it repaired, you're going to be checking it every now and then to make sure it's not going flat again, or if it has a slow leak or whatever the case may be. So, she was telling him, she going to always give you the side eye, you know what I'm saying? Until you prove each time that this tire that was going flat or had a slow leak is now fixed, good, whatever. So, there's some times where, I don't know where I'm going with this, but there are some times that, you can forgive or you can attempt to forgive if you want to save the relationship. Not to say that all relationships are worth saving, but sometimes, they are. And that's what builds communication.
Yeah, and I agree with that. But then in your situation, I'm only, talking about it because you put it out there. Then the second time he cheated, so then you were out. So it's like,
but think about it. But here's the thing, though. The first time was 7 years, and then the second time was right at 10. So it was like I was done. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't. It was a breakdown of communication. Shit happens. I forgave him the first time. The second time, I saw a pattern, and I was like, I'm done. That was just me.
Yeah, and here's my thing too. And even though I wouldn't do this, but here's my thing. Give me the option. Say like, something that's going on, like you rather like see other people, maybe we can have an open relationship or open marriage or whatever it is. Like give that to me, because those kind of things, like those what real adults do if that's the case. Mm-hmm. Don't go out and cheat and hide. Like for me, it's just like a low down way of doing it when it could be better. Now,
no, I totally agree. I totally agree.
Huh?
I just said I totally agree that
some people are cool, and some people are cool with that. Like I think even with the Tiny and T.I. situation, I like she said he has cheated on her, mm-hmm. and I really do feel like she is. I feel like she's hurt by that, and I also feel like she's a little bit fearful of like really just leaving him and being done with the situation for whatever reason. And I do feel like that is her like first love. So it's like she wants to be committed. She wants to stay in it. And I think we could simultaneously want better for Tiny, even if she don't want better for herself or haven't reached her breaking point, while also calling T.I. out for his wrongdoing. I mean, they're the one that put their business on the front street on public and talk about family, have the family show, they did those kind of things in front of the world. So then if it's the other end of it and we've seen the negative things, then of course we're going to speak about that. Mm-hmm. But I feel like here's another thing. I don't feel like Tiny is cheating on him. I feel like Tiny is trying to flirt and do other kind of things, and it never worked because T.I. ain't going to have it. But think about this. A lot of women take men back when they cheat. When a woman cheats or women cheat, typically men are not taking them back. So it's like, would that person even take you back if you was to do what they're doing to you? It's like, the answer usually is no, if it's a woman who's cheated. So that's another thing.
Yeah, it's a double standard when it comes to men and women. We know that. It's a double standard. And I've had this conversation with Zills before, because at the end of the day, is the act itself is different, because don't even get me started. But yeah. Yeah, I agree.
I think it should be the same across the board. No matter what no one think about it. Like I would think, for me, in my situation personally, I would think it's the same across the board. If I was a woman and it was a man and he was going for it, if they were a woman, I'm a man. Like I feel like cheating is cheating, and I don't feel like any kind of restrictions are limits based on a person's gender. what we see.
But there are,
even when women
Jerome.
cheat.
There are, and then when you think about it too, as far as the woman being,
There are if you let them be though. That's the thing. There are if you let those status be. For me, cheating is cheating. Whether it's a man who's
yes,
put out
for
there and cheated on a
you,
woman,
for
or whether it's a woman
you.
who's
But
out
when you,
cheating on a man, like,
when a
cheating,
woman, yeah, it's just a different situation when you in a marriage, for better or for worse. You taking these vows in front of God and your family. You have kids. You have a whole lot of other things. Like at the end of the day, it's not so simple as just I won't forgive him. A lot of times it's just not. So I mean, it should be, a violation of trust is a violation of trust. But that's not to say that trust can't be repaired if some people want it that way.
Yeah, and you said for better or worse.
Mm-hmm.
So if they've done some work,
Mm-hmm.
and then you go out there and you do some work,
Mm-hmm.
would the situation still be the same, or would it be looked at different, or would they be ready to leave you? So
Right.
for me, it's just like it's a non-negotiable for me.
Right.
It's just my personal. Cause I just won't be able to deal with that, especially because I'm one of those people, like, I love hard and I'm loyal, and I know that
Mm-hmm.
the harder I love, if something happens, the deeper I'll be hurt. And I'm not about to allow someone to do that or take them back. I just can't deal with that. I can't deal with that because there are people out there who would love to have someone who's faithful and committed and stuff like that. So
Right.
I just can't be giving myself to someone because we're married or we're in a committed relationship when they're not the ones who
They're not
upholding
being-
their vows and committed.
Yeah, I agree. But there's so many different layers and so many different scenarios and everything. But I totally agree.
Yeah, that's very true. And
Yeah.
people always add if they got kids and they're trying to work out for their family, like, no, because you are, like...
You're disrespecting the family. You're disrespecting the kids. You're disrespecting all of that for a selfish act of...
You're teaching your kids that.
Mm-hmm.
And I would rather my child see me be treated wrong and I left the situation and I was going to find my happiness than to be continuously in toxic situations. I mean, it is great if that person cheated and y'all, recouped and y'all found solutions and y'all lived happy ever after. But that's not always a guarantee. Mm-hmm. But I know that for certain, if you go out there and do me wrong and not leave, because it's not something I'm going to tolerate, especially for my kids, I feel like they'll be stronger individuals seeing that. Like, you can still have a relationship with your mom and dad and whatever it is, but just know that we have to do what's best for us, and me believing will be best for me and also best for my kids. I don't want them in those situations.
Right.
Because kids see that all.
Right, they do.
But I'll get off the phone. I don't want to stay a long time.
No, thank you, Jerome. I always love it when you call.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you.
Okay, talk to you later.
All right, bye. What y'all saying in the chat? Let me see. Try cheating on a man and see you with a dildo. Well, some men forgive women. It just depends on the situation. Some men will forgive. 7865, you're on the line.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey, who is this, Gerald?
Gerald.
I knew it was. What's up, Gerald?
Listen, let me tell you something. Just throw the whole T.I. irony away.
Oh, Lord, here you
This
go.
relationship is so jacked up. I think Tiny has low self-esteem. I feel like that. She feels like that she can't have nobody else.
How y'all self-diagnosing this lady?
I mean, even in her song, Understanding what she, I think the lyrics, her part was about T.I. and her song, Understanding.
You think? Allegedly.
What you want to do. What she said, you just want to do what you want to do, and I try so hard to make you understand, but the choices you make is all demands. And I feel like that it's time for Tiny to go. Let it go. Just either let it go. Leave T.I. alone. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I feel like that Tiny is not no woman. She's ran through. I feel like that, she's been cheating on T.I. at the same time, because I ain't never seen no black woman. Not a black woman. Well, let me rephrase that. I ain't never seen no woman such as Tiny or someone on her level that has ever let a man do her like T.I. doing him, and she ain't did nothing in the background, or she ain't did nothing, on the sideline.
But you don't know what she's
like
doing.
that.
You just know what you see on social media. So you're making all this judgment based on this woman and on this man based on what you've seen out in the public. Like you don't know what's going on. Like, I mean, he may be controlling, he may be a whole lot of things, but he takes care of his family. I sound crazy when I say that. He may be controlling, but he take care of his family. But you know what I'm saying? Like we really don't know. We really don't know the situation. And so for us to sit here in judgment of
no.
And how you gonna say she ran through? You don't know nothing about her.
If you don't love the person that you said vows to each other in God's presence, what does the gift really mean? Now, to me, it could be, he can do what he want to do, long as he give me that money, or give me a car, or give me all of this stuff. At the end of the day, that's a dysfunctional relationship. That's jacked up. All of y'all jacked up. The kids jacked up. The marriage jacked up. I mean, they just jacked up, and it's been played out, and then all of a sudden, because he do this for her birthday, everything's good, but next week he gonna be back cheating on her again. Like, what sense does that make?
Well, I mean, as long as he doesn't get caught, I guess it's all good.
So you think it's okay to cheat as long as you
No. I didn't say it's okay. I'm just saying, to me, on the outside looking into their situation, I feel like she's okay as long as he doesn't get caught, as long as it's not on social media, as long as he's not parading the girl around his friends, family, whatever. And that's just on the outside looking in, because it's just a common knowledge that he does what he does. But I feel like once it gets out there where he's caught backstage with somebody, or he's caught here, or this, that, and the third, that's when it becomes an issue. But for her, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it's what I see.
I agree with you on that. And I just feel like there should be two reasons a person should leave a relationship: if somebody put their hands on you, or if they cheat on you. Mm-hmm. If you're not strong to leave a relationship, I'm surprised he ain't started thinking about it now. You know what I'm saying? Unless he got on hush mouth, and because you saw what was going on with Ike and Tina. That man was beating the hell out of Tina Turner. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like that. It can't be. Okay,
let's just take T.I. Let's just take T.I.
Behind closed doors.
Let's just take T.I. and Tiny out of the equation. I'm kind of sorry about them. They were just a segue into the cheating situation. But in any relationship, are you, Gerald? Would you take a woman back who cheated on you?
I sure will.
You will?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I just think the key in saving a relationship is to recognize that it has to be real.
But wait a minute, you just said if somebody put their hands on you, if somebody cheat on you, it's a deal breaker. So now you saying you would take a woman back? You trolling me.
I didn't say that was for me. I didn't say that was for me, Michelle. I said I think there should be two reasons a person leave a relationship, and that is if they put their hands on you or cheat. I didn't say that was for me. I was just making that plain, throwing it out there.
But not for you. So somebody can come beat your ass and you gonna stay with them. Is that what you say?
It depends on the circumstances. Now, if my wife is saying, give it to me, baby, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, no, I'm not giving it to you. I'm mad at you this week. And she go out there and she did, that's my fault. Because I should have gave my wife what she wanted, because we're no longer two.
First of all, your body is not your wife's body, and your wife's body is not yours. Okay, so when you say I should have gave my wife what she wanted, or she should have gave me what I wanted, like I just feel like that there's a line that's being crossed. Like, yeah, we're in this relationship together, and I should take care of my husband, but he doesn't have free reign over my body when and where he gets it.
I feel like that your husband should be able to say, I want some. And the wife should be able to say, I want some. And whatever. I know a lot of people right now that go to my church that have kids out of anger set. You know, they was mad at each other and made up off of being mad or whatever. But I feel like that at the end of the day, if somebody cheats on you, there's something in your relationship that's lacking. There's something in your relationship that's lacking. And until you find what that is, then you can't fix the issue. Then it's going to continue going on and happening. And I feel like that's what's happening in their relationship. There's something lacking. What is it that's lacking?
So cheating is not a deal breaker. So what you said before, you didn't mean?
Say what now?
So what you said before, you didn't mean that cheating was a deal breaker. So cheating is not a deal breaker.
No. For me, I think that's too.
But I mean, I'm asking your opinion. So basically, you giving me a statement that's not your opinion.
It's circumstantial. It depends. It depends on what it depends. If I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do as a man, you know, like you like to pay all the bills and take care of everything, like what a man's supposed to do, in your opinion. You know, if I feel like that I'm doing all of that and you go out and cheat on me, then what's the problem? And it's really hard for a man to find out if a woman cheated anyway because she's sneaky. Y'all sneaky. You know
Men are sneaky?
Y'all are smart.
I'm about to hang up. Okay, Gerald. Okay, Gerald.
Yeah, we let you know that you made us mad. We let you know that, you know what I'm saying, that we did this to you. Because I feel like that sometimes a man be wanting to intentionally hurt a woman, you know. And women are so emotional, you know, y'all ready to pick up. Y'all don't want to talk about it. Y'all just ready to pack your bag, pack his bag, throw him out the door, you know. But in this case, I just think Tiny is crazy to stay with this man. She's delusional. She got low self-esteem. That's what I got to say about that.
All right. Thank you, Gerald.
That's what I got to say about that. I mean, do you think she should still stay with this man because of gifts?
I don't think she should stay with him because of gifts. I just feel like we don't know the inner workings of their relationship. We don't know what they discussed. We don't know what their agreement is. We don't know. I'm playing devil's advocate right now. What if they have an agreement? Oh, you can see who you want to see, but as long as you don't get caught. But this one particular time he got caught, but she still kind of forgives him. Like, they don't live together, but she still forgives him because, hey, I said you could do what you want to do. But this time, you know, it was shown whatever. Yeah, I'm putting you on punishment, but we still together. Like, we don't know. We don't know what their agreement is. That's all I'm saying.
Let me say it like this. I think Tiny is finding out when we find out that T.I.'s cheating on her. That's what I see. And I think that they cannot, as public people, artists, as public figures, they can't work it out because we always got something to say. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's just like, and I ain't trying to bring this up, that's just like with the Kaya and the T.S. Madison situation. Mm-hmm. All in the comments, people in the comments, messing with y'all mind instead of shutting the door, going behind it, and working stuff out, whatever. But everything happens for a reason. But, I mean, I'm not a fan of Tiny or T.I. no more after today. After what I saw, it's just too much for me.
But what they do today that changed your mind? It looked like today they showed a united front. He bought a car. He bought us some gifts. Mm-hmm. They good.
Because my mom been cheated on before, and I don't like that. You know, I don't. And gifts was being brought up. That's something personal. You understand what I'm saying? I just feel like it's something personal. I don't like to see a man cheat on a woman, and I don't like to see a woman try to beg a man to stay because of his gifts, or a woman beg a man to stay because he's paying all the bills.
But she don't look like she begging.
On her own.
She don't look like she begging.
She can do bad by herself.
Okay, Jerry.
Yeah, you're right. But she ain't got as much money as T.I., and so when you think...
How you know? His money is her money. You think they signed a prenup? Half his money is her money. So how she ain't got as much money as he do?
Exactly. That goes back to saying your body is my body and my body is your body. See? Why when it comes down to money, my money is your money? But what I won't say, you don't want to give me that. So I got to go out and get somebody on the bud. I got to go out.
You're equating money with
these double standards.
Sex. Okay, I got to go. Bye, Gerald.
Thank you. Bye.
Caller 6367.
Hi, Michelle. This is Leo the Lioness again. How are you?
Hi, Leon the Lioness. How are you?
I'm good.
Thank you for calling.
I was calling to comment on the situation. I'm up doing orders.
Child, please get T.I. out of this equation. Let's just talk about cheating in general. Or do you want to talk about T.I.?
I just want to touch on it just for a second.
Okay.
I just think their situation is just their situation. I don't think that the whole thing about her being excited about him getting her a car was him necessarily the gifts on her mind. I think it was just the point that he did it because of the fact of what they've been going through. China done been used to having money. She had money before him and her and T.I. got together in the first place. So I really don't think that it was him showering her with gifts to shut her up. I think they just have an understanding. When you done been with somebody for so long and y'all have been through up and downs, each person has an understanding, whether other people on the outside believe it or not. And I think that that's just simply what it is. I think that they are probably doing their own thing, but at the same time, they got so much history together. It's probably hard for them to stay away from each other. I'm sure he go to her and she go to him. I mean, that's just the way I look at it. As far as her having low self-esteem or whatever, I just think in a lot of situations it is what it is, and it's not for the world to understand. It's easy for a lot of us to say what we would not do until we're actually in a situation.
Right.
Because sometimes you can meet somebody, you can say, like the one guy who was saying that, I would never stay with somebody that cheated on me. I couldn't stay with a woman. You don't know that.
Right.
You may meet that very woman that, she just has such a hold on you. It's a lot of things in life I said I wouldn't do and I end up fucking doing. So That's the thing I learned about life. You can never really truly say what you would never do. A lot of people who do cheat on each other, a lot of times, sometimes it has to do with the lack of love. There's issue in a relationship. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes you just can't find yourself in a situation to where you're around somebody and y'all just connect, and it wasn't something that you expected. That's why you have a lot of relationships that happen in the workplace.
Right.
Because you're around these people more than you are around your own family. And whatever field that you're working in, only that person understands the dynamics of how it works inside of that place.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's not always that people choose to go out and cheat. That's not always the case. I don't have nothing to do all the time with I don't love you. It's just that me and this person just happen to have connected.
Right.
It really does happen like that.
I agree. So would you?
That's pretty much all I.
So clearly, cheating is not a deal breaker to you. Because that's what I'm trying to convey. Because I just remember, I got married really, really young. And I just remember, at first I was just thinking at the end of the day, if he ever cheat on me, I would leave. I would never, blah, blah, blah. And then when it happened, it was like, I don't want to leave him. What I'm going to do? We need to work it out. I don't know. And he wanted to work it out. I was like, we got to go to counseling. You know what I'm saying? So even though 5 years after that, I did end up leaving after he did it the second time. My point is, at the end of the day, like, you don't know what you can say is a deal breaker, but a lot of times it won't be because, relationship, marriages.
Because you didn't build time with that person.
Time,
like
marriage, commitment.
I have a friend that has been, she's been married for over 20 years, and occasionally she steps out on her husband, and I had asked her, I said, well, why don't you just leave him? And she said, because in a weird way, she said, when you done been with somebody that long, it's like they become like a family member. Like it's hard to just totally walk away. She done left him about 8 dozen times, but they end up right back together. You know what I'm saying? You can never say what you never going to do. And I'll even be honest and say my own situation. Like I was not raised to be a side chick to nobody, but one time I found myself in a situation just being that. And that was the very thing that I always said, I would never do that until I found myself years later
in that situation.
And then what was so funny was when the wife found out about it, I used used to write myself years ago, and I had called myself started a little blog. And what happened was I was working around this older lady, and she was having an affair with one of our coworkers, and he was married. Older people, they had been messing around for also over 20 years.
Wow.
So I'm writing and talking about, oh, you should never do that, and what kind of woman this and that. So years later, about 8 years later, I found myself in this situation.
Yeah.
When the wife finds out about it, of course she's going to do her digging to find out who I am.
Mm-hmm.
How in the hell does she find that thing I wrote? And I had to eat them words.
Wow. Wow. God has a way of playing them kind of jokes, honey. He teaches us lessons in many different ways. I feel you. I feel you.
And it did. It taught me a very valuable lesson, but that was something that, like I said years ago, you would have never, I would never know. You have to be a terrible person.
Mm-hmm.
But I learned a lot out of that situation, so I was glad I went through it. But before, that's what taught me to never say what you will never do, because sometimes you just connect with somebody who's not. So I didn't go into, when I met this person, I didn't go in like, oh, this is what I'm about to do. It literally just happened, because we was around each other all the time.
Right. And that's why I keep telling people, like, just, don't judge too quickly. Like, a lot of times the things that you say are deal breakers will not be. You know what I mean? Just live long enough. And there's some things, not to say that it's right. It's just whatever the circumstance you're in, you can make a totally different decision based on the circumstance. Not to say that you should stay with a cheater. Not to say that you should stay with, a relationship that's not, good for you or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like you go through things to learn things, and stuff happens.
Everything happens for a reason. And like I said, when it's your lesson, everybody around you is not going to always understand. That's just like how you were saying when you got the call and you found your purpose to be a blogger. I'm sure there were people around you who didn't feel like you were making the right decision. But that was something, a lesson for you and a journey for you to go through. It wasn't for nobody else to understand.
Right. I get it.
So, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for this word. I certainly appreciate you, girl.
No problem. Talk to you later.
All right. Bye-bye. Last call for alcohol. No, this is my last call. You say I'm up all night. This is my last call. Caller 0480. Hello, you're on the line.
Hey, Michelle.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Who am I speaking with?
My name is Jasmine from Detroit. I wanted to know, when you talk about deal breakers, like somebody transmitting a curable STI, would that be a deal breaker?
Hell yeah.
Or depends?
Hell yeah, that would be, yes. I mean, yes, that would be, yes. You saying a curable one?
Like chlamydia.
I've never been in that situation, but I would say, I don't know. Yes. You know what I mean? Like, we can say yes all day long, but that's gross. Yes. What about you, caller? Would you run for the hills, or would you stay if that man gave you gonorrhea or chlamydia?
Because it's curable, I guess I was like, attempting to be understanding.
Whew. But think about it this way. What if that was the way you find out your husband was cheating? And you go for your annual, and then you find out you have chlamydia. And it's like, well, he the only man I've been sleeping with. Who the hell he been sleeping with? You know what I'm saying? So...
Well, no, that's exactly what happened.
And that's where I'm going with this. And that's where I'm going with this. It's like, that's when you find out he's cheating. If you say cheating is not a deal breaker, then maybe it just depends on what happens after that. That's a hard one.
Okay, take another call because.
Are you in that situation?
I mean, I was, but...
Did you take him back?
I've matured, so I'm like breaking ties, but... I mean, yeah, when I was in my early 20s, that's how I found out. I went to the doctor, and they said, oh, you got such and such. And I'm like, oh, well, I only been with this person. And I even got a second opinion because I just knew that their results were wrong. And then he came back to, oh, well, yeah, that one time and you was out of town, you know. So I like stayed because I'm like, oh, okay. Because we are always with each other, but I feel like once a cheater, like always a cheater, they don't really change.
I mean, but that's the point. Like sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes they do change. You know, maybe. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, the saying once a cheater, always a cheater. You can like stick that to somebody or not, but at the end of the day, people change. You know, people grow, and the things they did 5 years ago, they don't do today. So, you know, if you with somebody in a long-term relationship when they were younger and they cheated on you, who's to say they gonna cheat now if y'all still together? You know what I'm saying? You forgave him, y'all moved on, y'all built that trust back. I don't know. It didn't work for me, but you know, it works for some people. I've known people who have been married for years and they've gone through that, and you know, they worked it out. The other woman was stalking and doing all kind of stuff. So you can't necessarily, you know, have those solid deal breakers when it's a marriage relationship, when kids are involved, all of that situation. I know people like, kids don't matter, just walk out the door, but it ain't that easy for some people.
Yeah, it is important to know that each relationship likes their own set of rules. So what works for one and what goes on in one, you know, it's not necessarily universal. So.
And people are people. We all fuck up.
Fingernail polish.
I'm sorry?
I like your fingernail polish.
Oh, thank you. I'm just saying, people are people. We all make mistakes. So I mean, it is what it is. I would hope that, you know, people are you know, honorable and true, and nobody ever lies and nobody ever cheats, but that's just not what happens. And so a lot of times, you know, we have to go through things to learn and grow, whatever that is. You know, they may have to cheat in order to know this is a good woman that I want to be with, that I almost missed out on. You know what I'm saying? So you never know what anybody's path is. It's up to you to decide what you're going to do moving forward.
So what's your main method or approach? Like, how do you date? Do you do like online dating, or do you just like meet people through friends or at parties? Like, I'm just curious because I feel like we all need, or at least I need to meet somebody. So I'm like, what's the best way?
I mean, I've tried online dating. I'm just not an online dater because people just lie too much and stuff, and I don't know. But I've met people through friends. I meet people who through my business that I know, and they always like try to holler, and we go on dates, and then it just don't work out. But I mean, right now I'm just living life and single. So I don't know. I want to try online dating more. I tried this exclusive one I was talking about the other day called The League. I haven't went out on a date with anybody on there yet, but you know, I'm talking to, you know, 2 or 3 people, but that's all I got. They said they're trying to get my dirt. I ain't got no dirt. I'm just so bored.
Well, ain't nobody trying to shout out to your cute dog too.
It's all good. It's all good. Well, thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it.
Thank you for taking my call.
Oh, anytime.
Peace.
Bye-bye. I got this one last call. Should I take it or no? No? Yes. Maybe. 1 for yes. 2 for no. Hanging up. You saying 1, eat envy. Be careful online. Girl, Biba, girl. Don't even get me started. I'm so like, okay, I'll take it. 8564, you're on the line.
I'm Michelle.
Hi, who am I speaking with?
Monique, why am I always the last caller?
Monique, what's up, girl? You got the gift, honey. You got the gift.
I have been waiting for you. I'm watching and Essex the whole week. I'm from New Orleans originally. I'm in Houston now, but I lived in New Orleans.
Oh, cool.
Until Hurricane Katrina. So I watched all your videos, and then I was like, okay, so she's doing a ladies' night chat. Let me get on.
I was saying earlier, I was trying to figure out when to go live. You know, the early people, when I go early, people be complaining, they be at work. When I go late, people be complaining, they got to go to bed. So I'm just trying to figure it out. But
well, whenever you do it and whenever it's good, I'm on. You know, I'm always on. Like I told you, I don't always speak, but I'm always on listening and observing.
Thank
But
you.
that's the thing that I think is going on with T.I. and Tiny.
Okay.
A lot of people say, this is the thing, I don't agree with it. And I'm going to tell you that I don't think I could stick around and go through as much as she's gone through. I can say that I've never gone through anything, but I don't think that I can go through as much. But when so many people say, like even with, what's his name? Joe. Most black women, child, please.
Who?
Most black women, when you listen to people that's older, and if you really were paying attention to some of them conversations, your mama used to tell you, this grown folk talk, get out of here, and they sitting in the kitchen and stuff and they talking. You have heard women talk about as long as he bring that check home, baby, I don't care about who he's with. As long as he paying my bills, that has been the history for years and years and years on top of years. Outside babies, outside children, the people still marry. But the thing is, as they get older, the men start settling down, and then the women still be there, and then the relationship becomes whatever everybody looking at on the outside thinking, oh, that's so wonderful, and they having these 50th anniversaries, and these 60th
and they don't know they went through hell in the beginning.
You don't know the half of what these people have been through.
Right.
Because it wasn't social media. And on top of that, side chicks knew their place. They kept their mouth closed. They was not approaching that woman. Women today are different. And with the culture and, just how, like Amber Rose and them things.
Oh, yeah.
I can do what I want, I want, and my body is free, and this and that. That has made women, when they do cheat with men, they want to put it all out. They want to tell everybody. Before, back years and years ago, with our grandmothers and our great-grandmothers, honey, they was all doing the same stuff. A lot of the same stuff was going on in marriages. It just wasn't out.
Right.
Because the woman, that side woman, she knew her place.
Right.
Keep your mouth closed. To keep your mouth closed. But this is the thing. I think T.I. and Tiny is a product of their environment. When you look at T.I., he's real respectful to his mother, but when you used to look at the TV show and you watch his relationship with his mama, it almost seemed like sometimes like he was her husband. Because he's very controlling. And just the way he would sometimes deal with her and talk to her, like he's very, very controlling. And I think T.I. and his wife has seen this from a man. It's like, as long as I pay the bill, as long as I take care of you, as long as I bring the money home, you shouldn't matter what I'm doing. You should be all right with what I'm doing. But then when you look at Tiny's mama, not to say that this is really these people's relationship, but when you just step back and look at Tiny's mama, she's really, not timid, but she's a real humble woman. And Tiny is a lot like her mother. When you listen to how her mother is and how her mother used to talk.
Right.
Tiny's dad was on the road. He was a musician.
Yes.
Who knows what Tiny mama went through with her daddy. So this could be a pattern of what, she knows, what she saw.
Right.
This is how it is. He's a musician. He's out on the road. He's meeting different women. This is just how it goes. I mean, when we think about it, you look back at all of it. Look at, Ray Charles' story. He had this woman that was a good woman that was home taking care of him, but he was out sleeping with everybody and everything. The only thing is, them side chicks was not bringing that to his wife's door. Because when the one woman got out of hand, he told her, I'm not leaving my wife for you and nobody else. I don't care how you feel. So it never really got to his wife until the whole situation where the woman died and the child came up and all of that kind of stuff. So this is not nothing new.
It's nothing new, but that doesn't make it right.
For a long, long time.
That doesn't make it right.
That's why I say I don't feel like it's right, and I don't feel like I would be able to put up with it. But I'm just saying, when you read the comments and when you listen to me, because I wouldn't do that, and I wouldn't, I'm not saying that we would do it,
right?
But if we acting like this is a new thing, this is not a new thing. This has been going on for years, on top of years, on top of years, on top of years. It's just we did not have social media.
Right.
We did not have nobody with a camera phone that saw you with the side chick and took a picture
Right.
and put it up on social media.
And that's the problem.
We didn't have it was different. It was a different day. And then on top of that, again, women that was the side pieces, they knew to keep your mouth closed. You don't approach my wife. Y'all could be in the same room, sitting down, talking at the same table with each other, but you better not open up your mouth and say nothing to my wife.
So do you believe that every man cheats?
I think, well, wait. I believe every man has cheated at some point in his life.
Okay. But you don't believe that every man cheats?
I don't think that every man cheats, because I think that sometimes men get to a point when they grow up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not even about loving a woman, it's more about loving themselves.
Right, loving themselves.
Because I feel like a lot of times that when men cheat, they have a whole bunch of insecurities. Like as much money as T.I. has, T.I. is very insecure. When you just look at him, when you watch him move, he's a very insecure man. And a lot of times when these scandals have come up and these girls have come up, if you kind of watch the timeline, it's always kind of like when Tanya about to do something. Like when she about to step out and she on tour, she on stage, this girl. When the other relationship happened, she was on a TV show. Mm-hmm. It's almost kind of like when he feel like he's not in control, and she's not doing what he want her to do.
He got to do something to bring her back in.
He's stepping out and he's finding something else. And I really feel like when it comes down to T.I., not every man, I feel like he gets a sense of control from having another woman, because that makes him feel like a man. Like that makes him feel like he wants to feel. Wow. But when Tiny is walking in her independence, and not disrespecting him, because I never felt like she's ever disrespected him as his wife on TV, on the show, or anything. But it's just when he feels like she ain't under his thumb, he goes out and he acts a fool. He starts acting crazy. And it's always when something seems like something is going on with her, when she's getting a little spotlight, when, she's going to another level. It seems like he just cannot deal with it, because he wants her at home, forget your career, forget your things, forget all the gifts and the talents that you have within you. I want you to be at home with these children, taking care of these babies, and do what I say do, when I say do it, and how I say do it, and just be happy because I'm taking care of you. It almost seems like he's just that type of dude. And then when she feels like I need to do something for myself because I'm not happy, I have a gift, I'm a songwriter, I'm a singer. I feel like I need to be on the road. I need to, do something for me. It seems like that just bothers the shit out of him. It seems like it just bothers him, and he just cannot deal with it, and he acts for every time.
Every time.
Every time.
But I don't see them breaking up no time soon. So.
No, I don't think so either. I don't see them. Breaking up. The only thing I feel is that when he's a fool and he does what he do, if you gonna stay there, you getting on social media, you getting on Instagram, and you going off and you fussing with people and you acting a fool, I feel like that she needs to kind of stop. Because if you gonna stay, and I'm not saying that she should stay, because I wouldn't have been able to stay, not through everything she's been through, but if you gonna stay, you make yourself really look crazy when you going back and forth with these women and you doing all this extra foolishness. It's like you make yourself look a little, crazy. And I think that's what a lot of people talk about when it's like, she's stupid, she need to leave, she need to leave, she need to leave. Well, we all kind of know that she done been through a lot, and maybe she need to make some different decisions. But I don't think that's what she needs to do. But if that's not what you're going to do, then you need to stop.
She needs to do whatever makes her happy. She needs to do whatever is right for her. If that relationship is working for her, it's nothing we can do. That's why I keep saying, if Tiny's not upset about it, why are we upset?
Exactly. But see, that's the thing. She's not upset about it to the point where she...
Hello?
That's the only thing I say. If you won't stay, and if that's the choice that you make, well, then make that choice. And what is you with all that extra for? Because that, to me, that's what really, makes you look a little foolish. And then it's almost like he kind of seems like he likes it. Because, see, I love messy. And he seemed like when they got a little mess kicking up, he seemed like he get a little, it's almost like, well, because she acting a fool, that lets me know that she do care. Like, she really do care. Maybe she be quiet a little bit. Maybe he'll be a little bit more worried about what the hell she really did. Or how she gonna move.
Right.
Because it seems like that just makes him act more of an asshole when she, she just...
When she's stepping out into her independence.
He gets off on that thing.
Yeah.
That just makes me feel good.
Well,
so I don't know.
That's how.
But anyway.
Well, I thank you as always for being my last caller and spitting knowledge to the children, honey. Life sends you all kinds of things, and it's up to you to decide how to deal with it. Like, there are no deal breakers when it comes to like certain, marriages, relationship, like certain things. Some people can just work through. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you, Monique, as always. Thank you for calling.
Well, thank you, ma'am, and it was wonderful talking to you.
All right. Good night. Thank you. I don't know what that was, Monique. It wasn't Monique's phone. It was my phone, and it happens often. I don't know what it is. Like somebody like hacked my phone or something. Who knows? But anyway, you guys, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys joining in on the conversation. My only point is, again, there are no deal breakers sometimes. Everybody keeps talking about, if he cheats one time, I'm going to leave. A lot of times in a marriage, you are taught you need to work things out. Men need to work it out. Women need to work it out. Counseling, whatever. A lot of times cheating doesn't have anything to do with the other person. I learned that a long time ago. It wasn't me, it was him. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. I will talk to you later. Like this video, you guys. I will see you. Bye. Thanks, Zills.